Hey everybody, it's Kirby120, and have you guys ever thought, what if video game characters had their Pokemon? Well, today I'll be going into that possibility with 5 different video game characters. Kirby, Sonic, Mario, Luigi, and Link. This will be a part 1 and 2, by the way. Part 1 will be the main heroes, and part 2 will be the main villains. I might make a part 3 with the sidekicks like Tails. But today, let's get this started, because I've been very happy to make this. And before we get started, let's give a shout out to. Before that, I'm gonna give a shout out to Nintendo Gamer Kid 350. He's a friend of mine, and he really helped me with this video, and other people, but I don't think they have a YouTube channel. But he really helped me with his videos. If you want to go to his channel, he's making some new Total Drama series, so you should really go check it out. And his videos are really good, like really good. That's why I thought about it. Well, let's get it started with our first character, Kirby. First is Kirby, and his team is really easy. Well, the easiest for me. The first one is Swalot, which makes a lot of sense. Swalot has a big mouth like Kirby, kind of the same color as Kirby, and basically the same build as Kirby. This was really easy to have, and this might be his first ever starter Pokemon in a way. Or if you don't like that, you could choose Ditto, which one of my friends told me about. Ditto is a transform Pokemon, and what does Kirby do? Transform. So I thought this was a really good idea. Next is Snorlax. Again, because Kirby loves to eat, and basically have the same body shape as him. I also kind of chose Snorlax too, is because normal types have a kind of thing going on where they can learn a lot of different moves. Basically, Snorlax has a bunch of type diversities, like with his moves. So I really thought, hey, this will make sense for Kirby, right? Right. So, the second Pokemon is Snorlax. Next up is Eevee, but this one is a really specific Eevee. An Eevee that can evolve multiple times, meaning that if you give Eevee a Water Stone, turns to Vaporeon, but it can change back to an Eevee that change back to somebody else, like a Jolteon. Next we have is Castform, which is very easy to make sense. Castform can change into 30 different types of forms: Ice form, Fire form, and Water form, because it's supposed to be a type of chemical reaction. I don't know for sure. I don't know what it is. I think it's like a DNA. It's not a DNA, but it's something. But it changes. That's all we want from it. So that's why I picked Castform. Next up is Minior, and I choose this one is because Kirby's not really from space, but he's not from the Dreamland. He's not from there. So I give him Minior because it's a star basically, and I feel like it kind of fits Kirby. Small, cute little guy, and I'll give him the purple one or the pink one. I'm pretty sure there's a pink one, but if it's not, I'll give him a purple one. But if you don't like Minior, my friend Nintendo Gamer Kid suggested not Staryu, but my other friend suggested Staryu, which is an amazing pick. And I was gonna put Starmie, but he notified me of Staryu, and I was like, hey, that does make sense. And for our last pick for Kirby's team, we have Morpeko. And this one, Nintendo Gamer Kid showed me, and it's really amazing. I love the idea to it. I had never thought of it before, but Morpeko is a really good pick, and I love it for the Kirby's team. So, this is what Kirby's team would look like if he was a Pokemon trainer. I know, really cool, right? Next one is Sonic. Out of these 5 characters, Sonic is the first character I ever knew, basically. Sonic was my first ever video game character that I loved. I used to always watch the shows when I was little, and it was just amazing. I did play the NES with Super Mario, but I still like Sonic better. But first, for Sonic's team, we have Palafin, and I know it's not because it's blue. It's because I kind of see it as Sonic turning into his super form. And I know it's kind of a stretch, I know, but Palafin turning to this regular dolphin to this superhero kind of reminds me of Sonic turning into his super form. So that's why I chose him. Next up is Jolteon, and you probably get it. Jolteon's fast, speedy, she uses electricity, but that's not the only reason I chose Jolteon. If you guys might know, Plushroom Kingdom TV's Total Drama Plushie Mayhem. In some of the episodes, Sonic and Jolteon used to be some type of rivals, which I really loved in the series. So I was thinking, hey, let's put Jolteon in here just to put some fun into it. But if you don't like Jolteon, I've also put Manaphy to show the chows, which was a really great idea by one of my friends. And like, I really like how it went. Manaphy's kind of do look like some type of chow, so I really love the idea. Next one up is Revavroom, and I get it. It's kind of weird, right? Revavroom. Well, Revarooms are really fast, and I kind of thought Sonic's racing games. There's been a handful of Sonic racing games in the past, so I really thought this can align with that theory. So, Revavroom. Next is Alolan Raichu, and when I was making this video, I was thinking, what Pokemon did I want to use that's not just electric Pokemon, and it's not really like stupid like that. So I really thought of Alolan Raichu, how he uses his tail to go faster, which I really loved. Now next is Alolan Sandslash, which is a really good one, a really good pick. It's blue like Sonic and is a hedgehog, or not really a hedgehog, but like close to a hedgehog. It's a really cool Pokemon. I really want to use it on my team, but sadly I never used it. I should have put it on my other Pokemon that I haven't used before video, but I did. And last for Sonic's team is Zeraora. I know, a freaking legend. I don't know if it's a legendary or mythical. I think it's a legendary. But Zeraora, I love Zeraora. I wish they had Zeraora in Scarlet and Violet game, because I would use the heck out of that Pokemon. But the reasoning I put Zeraora on this list is because Zeraora is typically fast. It's yellow like Sonic's super form, and his body physique is similar to Sonic's, being anthropomorphic and that too, but bipedal, I mean, and having big fists. So that's why I choose Zeraora. So if Sonic looked like a Pokemon trainer, he would look like this. Pretty cool, huh? And our next pick is Mario. This one was kind of hard, but these Pokemon will kind of be pretty, good, I guess. And yeah, let's get started. My first choice is Amoonguss. Makes sense since he's a Mario, he eats mushrooms, he eats shrooms. So here is Amoonguss. Not really one of my favorite Pokemon, but hey, it's good for Mario. Next is Tinkaton. You're probably wondering, why Tinkaton? Well, one, because he has a hammer, and plumbers do use hammers, which Mario is. Secondly, Mario's greatest adversary is Bowser, which is a dragon. I haven't made Bowser's yet, but Mario needs to counter Bowser. And you know what counters dragon types? Fairy types. So I felt like Tinkaton would be the greatest option. Next is Charizard. Mainly because Mario uses fire flowers, but you'll see the real reason when I go to Luigi. I just feel like Charizard is a really good Pokemon. I know what I was talking about Bowser being the dragon, but I feel like Mario will like fly this Charizard around like everywhere he goes, because he's a fat little boy. But yeah, next. Next is Tropius. This one is really fun. I love Tropius. I was gonna go with Tyrant, but Tropius would have been way better, since Tropius kind of looks like Yoshi in a way. So I chose Tropius because one of my friends told me. And yeah, it's a really good pick. I can imagine Mario flying this throughout the areas and stuff. So I really think Tropius is a good pick too. If you guys hear stuff in the background, it's just because they're mowing, I think. I don't know. Sorry about that. But our next pick is Donphan, because in Super Mario Wonder, he turned into an elephant. That's all. But Donphan is a really awesome pick. I love Donphan, and I can really imagine Mario training Donphan like Ash trained Phanpy. Really cool. And Mario's last Pokemon is Peacherunt. And I know what you're thinking. That's a mythical Pokemon. Why would you give him a Peacherunt? That makes no sense. Shut up. Wait a second. Princess Peach. I was thinking, hey, I should really put Peacherunt on here since Princess Peach. He loves Princess Peach, and I really think he would really have this on his team. So Peacherunt it is. So, without further ado, this is what Mario's team would look like if he was a Pokemon trainer. Now we have Luigi, Mario's little bro. And first, he has Fungus, the pre-evolution to Amoonguss. This makes sense, I know it does. Next is Haunter, because since Luigi was in the Luigi Mansion spin-off series, I feel like Haunter would have been a good pick for him. So yeah. Next up is the third Pokemon, and I'm choosing Venusaur. And this is the reason because Mario has Charizard, and you guys have seen all around that Charizard overshadows Venusaur in a lot of ways. Games, game covers, and even in the anime. Venusaur never got the chance to shine like his brothers did, Charizard and Squirtle. And I feel like it really sucks how Charizard got the love when Venusaur got told off to being a bad Pokemon. So I really feel like Luigi should have Venusaur, since Luigi often gets overshadowed by Mario. So that's my reasoning. Next we have Chandelure. I wanted to give Luigi a fire type Pokemon for the Fire Flower, right? And I was thinking, Chandelures. What are Chandelures usually in? Mansions. What is the game that Luigi's in? Luigi's Mansion. So I really thought this would have been a great Pokemon for this guy, and I really thought, hey, that's really good, man. So I put it in there, plain and simple. Our last character is Greavard. I love this idea. I was gonna put Sunflora because Daisy, there's not any Daisy Pokemon, so I just put Sunflora because Sunflora's booty cheeks. But Nintendo Gamer Kid 350 told me about Greavard and about Luigi's dog. I forgot what his name was. I forgot, my bad. But in the Luigi's Mansion spin-off series, Luigi had Polterpup. Yeah, sorry, Polterpup. He had Polterpup, which was his kind of, not sidekick, but like always went with him and stuff. And Greavard is exactly what I need to end Luigi's team off. It's a really good Pokemon, and I really feel like it's awesome in a way. So that's Luigi's team, and if you want to see Luigi's team as a Pokemon trainer, here it is. And last we have Link, and his first Pokemon is Gallade. Pretty reasonable, right? But next is the Decidueye. I really thought this was an awesome pick because Link has a kind of like, he lives in a wild, right? Like, he goes outside a lot. He's always adventures outside. So what is it outside? Grass. And what do weird people don't touch? Grass. So I feel like Decidueye is awesome for this pick because in Super Smash Bros. And other media, Link tends to use arrows too, which was very, very awesome. and when I found the Decidueye out as a possible member for Link's team, I jumped for joy. Like, this Pokemon would have been so, like, it's so awesome. I love it so much. Next up is Sirfetch'd, and I choose Sirfetch'd because Link has a sword and shield, Sirfetch'd has a sword and shield. Sirfetch'd is kind of like a knight, Link is a knight to Zelda, but there's one more reason I picked a Sirfetch'd, which is in M&J TV's Minecraft block video. It's like Pokemon, like Pixelmon. So I was watching his Pixelmon video and he caught a Sirfetch'd and he named it Skyward Sword, which is a name of a Legends of Zelda game. So I was like, these two things go together. How about putting them together for his team? So I chose him. Next is, for the next Pokemon, I was thinking, Link is a hero and he fights off the evil. And what Pokemon type is listed as the evil typing? Dark type. And what is strong against dark? Fighting types. So I was wondering, what fighting type should I give Link? I already gave him Decidueye, Sirfetch'd, and Gallade. So what Pokemon should I give him? And then I thought, Hawlucha. Hawlucha is a type of Pokemon that is in the forest, helping out any type of Pokemon he wants. So that's a good indicator that is perfect for Link. Also, fighting type and fights off evil, dark type. So I really love this decision to put Hawlucha on the team, which is amazing to me. I love Hawlucha. I love this guy. Next is Sceptile, another Pokemon that I really love for Link. It's grass type with this kind of like Breath of the Wild type thing. Link's in the wild, Link's outside all the time. Makes sense, right? Secondly, Sceptile has sharp blades on his arms, which is kind of like a sword. So I was thinking, hey, this guy goes hand in hand, and I can see Toon Link like being by Sceptile's side. I just love that. So Sceptile. And our last Link Pokemon is Aegislash, and this one was the easiest ever. It was so easy. I totally forgot about this Pokemon, and when my friend Nintendo gamer kid told me about it, I was like, hey, he's a sword, he has a shield. Link can use literally use him as a sword and shield. So I was thinking, this dude needs to go on Link's team. So I put him on the team. As a kid and even as a teenager, I loved Aegislash. I loved the design, I loved its typing, and when I used it for Pokemon Y, I just loved it. So I'm glad to see Link having it as one of my favorite game characters. And here is Link as a Pokemon trainer. Without further ado, hope you guys love this video. This is the part 1, by the way. I'm making a part 2 of the villains. So DDD, Bowser, Ganondorf. So I really hope you guys love this video. I also love it too. This one is like very funny. I love this, what I've done, and yeah. Hope you guys like, subscribe, and subscribe to my friend Nintendo Gamer Kid 350. Makes awesome videos. Love his channel, and I feel like he'll go like his channel will go really well if you guys just go to his channel, subscribe to him, and yeah. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and bye bye.